Hey people, wanted to hear 3v3 faction war. This is Graesark, Undercity and Tyranids versus Orks of a blue Tyranid team. We have Matouzka as a Lictor alpha melee specialist who can infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support too, alongside Hiveminion is a Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support, begins in melee combat with a basic synapse. I shall call him Fernando. Alongside here and rounding off the blue Tyranid team is Qwest with a Ravener alpha, tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense and a bit of support too, begins in range combat but can get melee weapons. Red Orc team EM7, he's having a tough time with the Lictor alpha. There he goes, teleporting hero that fights in range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair, gets a flesh hook to the back of the head, but he'll be okay. Alongside here, Lazy as a Warboss, melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines, and a very solid looking helmet here. Rounding us off then is Dog as a Kommando Nob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin link shooter, Death Skull's elite scheme I think, hence the hood. Where are these mid players going to go then? Looks like everyone's converging on the mid kind of. Hiveminion seeing too many Greenskins for his liking, backing off here. It's a lot of angry green fellas. Lictor alpha pushing forward, the Orks trying to pincer here. They might be able to. Ravener alpha now joining in. We have a three-way fight early on, or a six-way I should say. Sluggers closing in for Dog. Qwest, oh, got himself in a bad position. Hormagaun's busy capping, or rather decapping. Ravener alpha now getting tied up, but allows the termagants to engage from range safely. Ravener alpha not too safe for him. Sluggers almost finished him off with the shooter boys helping out there. That was a hell of a lot of Daka. Hormagaunts needs to be careful. Yep, you can see how dangerous even low level melee squads can be to low level heroes, especially if they've got a ranged weapon. Lictor alpha now getting stuck in, has very high melee damage by default. This guy, I think it's like 60 odd DPS, maybe even. I seem to recall the value 63 DPS, but not sure if that's correct. Doesn't have a ranged weapon, of course, which does give you a lot. Get a lot of damage off while you're chasing fellas around with your ranged sidearm. Much like the Warboss, of course, in 2.8 his sidearm got a range reduction. I'm sure he was fine with that, not angry at all. 495, 455. Relatively large map here. I think war trucks and those capillary towers could do some work. Commando's going to get some decapping going. There's a tunnel. He's going to shoot that up first. Get some red and some XP. Painboy on the way for Dog. Looter's up here for Lazy. Dropped one of these shooter boys or just didn't have one. Don't think he got one up. Warrior Brew trying to get stuck in on Looters. Those guys with power melee weapons jumping in. As you can see, that disruption is pretty freaking awesome. Can really swing an engagement with that. Hormagaunts following in. Bunch of termagants. Warboss trying to flank, but not sure how much he can do here. I mean, you withstand this initial wave, and then you've got a Hive Tyrant to deal with. Here he is. 10, 50 hit points of a very, very determined alien. Special attack misses. I think he got one of those sluggers. He's getting stuck in. Also has pretty high melee damage by default. I think the Lictor alpha has the highest, though. Orks seen off for the most part. They did not move on to the power, which suggests they lost some stuff. They seem to be in decent nick. Got a Ravener brood up here for Hiveminion, Warrior brood for the other players. We've already seen Matouzkas, and here are Qwests. Looters now for DOG or Dog. There's that Painboy. Ready to heal some sluggers when they get into some Tyranid teeth. Raveners doing their thing behind cover here. That's heavy cover, so they're able to stand against triple shooters for a relatively long time, but are eventually persuaded to leave. Got a decap too on that wreck point. Tyranid is capping some stuff in top in the northeast. Got the contested node. What's this? Sneaky Lictor alpha being sneaky. You see there, he's energy draining as he sneaks around, which means he may not be able to use the flesh hook when he wants to. Hive Tyrant backing off now, going back in, trying to draw some fight away from the termagants. Death gun up for the Mekboy, as you can see, to suppress things. Catching those other termagants. Can it bring in the Hormagaunts to the suppression? I guess not. Teleports away. Needs to turn around though, and here come a whole bunch more Tyranids. Hormagaunts happy to go face first into the sluggers, knowing that they have Warrior Brood support coming in there. Would have jumped in and disrupted a bunch of them. EM7 urging his teammate to back off and perhaps fight another day. Warboss needs to retreat, has spiky armor and angry bits. Pretty good tools to use against Tyranids is run them over and then damage them as they try and hit you. Power bash attempt, but the Tyranids get the node and a gen. Oh my god, needs to back away. There we go. There's a hell of a lot of Daka. Look at this. I mean, if they can successfully chain together those what's that? There's no reason why any of the Tyranids should get into melee. The Hormagaunts and the Warriors, anyway. They're not easy to do. Ravaged getting way too close. Not sure what they were trying to do there. Disrupt stuff, I suppose. Didn't know the sluggers were around, maybe. These guys have burners. Can they get on the gens, though? They might go straight for it. Might be able to flank some stuff as they do. 4-5-8 to 3-2-4. Strong opening for the Tyranids. They have a triple cap here. Dog getting his VP back in the west. Whole bunch of dead termagants there. Do we see any stick bombs or anything? Nope. Most likely going to see that tier 2 Orky shotgun though. That's going to be a lot of fun. Daka on the gens. Tunnel being used. Covering this power bash with looters here. Suppressing the Hormagaunt. Sluggers going in. But are not able to stay in play. Ravener's really packing a punch from range. And those termagants doing a great job keeping the looters busy with their shots. Hormagaunts with adrenal glands. Warboss is pissed off though. And his charge misses everything. Does get some health regen after he charges. I don't think... It still says on the tooltip that he gets a damage bonus. I thought that was removed. Maybe it wasn't. Could be that the tooltip is just wrong. Or I'm just wrong. Take your pick. More looters here for Dog. That is a hell of a tier 1 going on down there for DOG. Double shooters, Painboy, and double looters. And the shooters are upgraded with big shooters too. No wonder he's got no Kommando Nob. He's not got power left. Being sneaky, Warrior Brood are a detector units. They can spot that commando. Lictor Alpha also being sneaky, trying to get in behind the Orks up here. Using that raised platform to do so. Weird Boy or War Truck. What's it going to be? They're both great choices. Tyrant Guard for Hiveminion. We're so used to seeing those guys come out for Hiveminions, Hive Tyrants. Tyranids are going to retake the northeast. 4-5-4 to 2-6-3. It's a shooting fight. Mekboy teleported to the wrong neighborhood. Almost goes down in like 2 bursts. Lictor Alpha jumps in with his deadly jump. Also getting the Scything Talons up there, a power weapon. With the Scythe ability, which I think like knocks you over. Yeah. And suppresses, that's pretty good. Warrior Brood, uh-oh. Synapse backlash going on. 2 of them went down. Sluggers, when they hit tier 2 and get that Nob leader, are so freaking dangerous to warriors. Just tear them apart. Nob leader has power melee. They don't like that. Zone throat up there, as you can see, for Matouzka. Hiveminion keeping the pressure on. Still a lot of Tyranid stuff here. They really did deal with that offensive pretty damn well. Looks like EM7 and Lazy both dropped some stuff there. Stick Bomber's on the way for Lazy. So it wasn't a Weird Boy or a War Truck. Well done, Indrid. Dog, doing a good job, has taken both of these natural VPs. With the sneaky commando. He's got no war gear up in tier 2. Weird Boy on the way now for Lazy. EM7 hasn't purchased anything. There's the Weird Boy there. Tyrant Guard getting sped up by these towers and the fact that it's in Synapse of the Zone Throat. Synapse range is 32 by default, I think. Meters, that is. Not always easy to judge on the battlefield. Qwest goes tier 3. That's a ballsy move. Warboss wants to avoid fighting the Tyrant Guard with his default weapon, most likely. Here they are, the double Tyrant Guards from Hiveminion. Might have called one of them in, which is the new global ability of the Hive Tyrant in 2.8. Termagants almost going down up there. Buffed up Sluggers doing some work. There we see the spiky armor doing some work also for the Warboss. Gets knocked over though. They're happy to engage me in melee, it looks like. Yeah, they did some good work there. Might even get him down. Does the Lictor Alpha have a flesh hook? Nope, but he's got to jump. I'll be able to get the last hit, and does get the last hit. Scythe Talons doing some work there. Weird Boy with a Warp Vomit. Looks like one of the Tyrant Guard may be going down. No, Shield Wall goes up. Gives it vehicle armor. And lives. Mekboy might have been able to get one more shot on. Don't think it would have been enough though. I think it does like 300 damage per shot, those things. It's a lot. Fires very slowly. Qwest did hit tier 3. Did DOG get anything up in tier 2? He's got the special shooter, which is a hell of a lot of fun, but I don't see any other tier 2 units from DOG. We might see 2 relatively quick tier 3s down here. More capillary towers going up, and why not? They get the kill on the Kommando. Tyranids is starting to come back into this. They lost some ground at the beginning of tier 2 with DOG capping up those VPs, but now they're back in control. Look at the rosters. Neurothrope on the way for Qwest. That's a very quick Neurothrope. 404, 207, Beamy, Death Gun, getting shots on the Tyrant Guard. Yeah, must have done like 270 damage or something there. Warp Vomit, nicely done. Nothing really to follow it up. Warrior Brood, in fact, on the flank. Alongside the Lictor Alpha there, these guys still level 1. They have their adrenal glands, giving them the powerful melee synapse. Not sure where the Hormagaunts are though. Are they eating some generators? Sluggers, oh wow. Just in the nick of time coming in with the Crippling Poison. But it would have been on those warriors and that would have been nasty. Stick bombs now coming in. Look at this. Boom. Hive Tyrant now getting kitted out with improved synapse and Psychic Scream. Gonna go after some sluggers, maybe? Nope. There's the Psychic Scream. Debuffing the damage, but they still killed those termagants. Now getting stuck into these sluggers alongside the Tyrant Guard and Hormagaunts. Odd Boys sluggers with user choppers tearing through those guys. 375 to 207. Can they get away? Looks like they can. Looks like they can. Don't know about this Lictor Alpha getting away though. Nope, down it goes. Slugger Nob got the kill, but then gets killed. Some really close engagements up here. Hive Tyrant going for the revive immediately. Might level him to 3. Oh, Warboss. Not happy about the revive. Got his Power Claw going too. There's that Psychic Scream again. I believe it's a 25%. No, 30% less damage. The last 15 seconds, I think. 351, 207. Zone Throat doing some work. Those shooter boys getting way too close. Fernando should get leveled up by reviving the Lictor, I think. Maybe. You do get less XP for reviving these days. EM7 has tons of resources. Not spending them. Not spending them. 355 to 207. Raven Alpha with his acid splatter. Trying to go toe-to-toe with sluggers. Didn't quite work out. These guys are scary. Level 3 sluggers. Not messing around. What are you shooting at? Oh, a tunnel. Well done, lads. Triple cap now for the Orks. Look at that. Look at that. Both Tyrant Guards still around for Hiveminion. Liberal usage of Odd Boys by Lazy's really helping him out in these engagements. That was a good special. And that's a bad fight for those sluggers. Double Tyrant Guard and a Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant doesn't have a weapon upgrade, but still tearing them through him. Slugger Nob goes down. The others are okay. Again, engaging a little bit close here, EM7. Seems to have problems positioning his ranged units effectively. I mean, as soon as those guys got retreated off, he should have backed away with those fellas. 246, 207, triple cap here. For the Orks, there's a brood nest up from Fernando, the Hive Tyrant over here, one of his global abilities. Nice to help out his little Tyranid friends. Good old Fernando. What is this? Ravener brood? Oh, it's without number. Drops upgraded termagants and hormagaunts, and it instantly got really badly shot to crap by the shotgun of the Kommando Nob. That's pretty painful. Look at that thing. Has that passive knockback chance too. Neurothrope using Cataclysm, but almost went down. Commandos on the field by DOG. Being tied up by Raveners though, can't quite stay sneaky enough. Boy is alive. He's almost level 3 too. 192207. What's going on northeast? Stick bombs being chucked in. Weird Boy doing his thing. Can the Orks push through and get this VP back? Get another triple going. Looks like it's not going to be a triple because of this. Lots of Daka. Warboss is there. Lost the indicator for him, but he's level 4. Would be nice if they showed the level of the hero on their indicator to see at a glance. Nob squad on the field here for Lazy. Alongside those sluggers, that is some scary melee stuff. Maybe some Genestealers up, fellas. We've got a Swarm Lord on the way. 5 minion. Carnifex is up for Matouzka with the Barb Strangler. Awesome weapon. Lictor Alpha again stuck in. No pheromone cloud, by the way, from that guy. Rocks. Not the best rocks ever, but it might wipe out some termagants. I guess it made a bunch of stuff retreat, if nothing else. Another rocks. Is this a rocks gen bash? So it didn't do a whole lot else. Didn't actually wipe out the gens either. Well, they got the VP. Current guard cannot cap, but it can do this. Gonna kill this Mekboy. Yes, it does. Now they both go into shield wall. Nob squad with their heavy melee damage though will still tear through it. Here comes a Swarm Lord. Super unit for Tyranids. Allows them to reinforce around it. Also gives a very handy speed buff out. Look at that. That's that Blade Flurry thing. Wow, that did a chunk of damage to the Nob, sent them flying. And saves the Tyrant Guard. Well done, Fernando. Good time to send in your Swarm Lord. Another Swarm Lord on the way for Qwest. Where is Fernando? He's level 4 now. Where's your weapon, my friend? 142, 200. Just get Scythe and Talons up, I guess, and use it to disrupt Nobs and Sluggers. There's that Barb Strangler doing its thing. Frenzy popped. Using it to close the distance. Only lasts 8 seconds, I think. And now suppressed to hell. And need to flee. I believe that was Psychic Scream we saw as well. That's what that red debuff circle is. 125 to 200. What's going on the naturals? The south is now red. And there's a power bash. Qwest really needs that Swarm Lord up. I guess the Zone Throat went down. More Nobs for EM7. There's now 3 Nob squads on the field. Ravener Brood. Just trying to do something, but it wasn't a whole lot. Trying a formation now. Trying to push alongside it is Qwest. Did some work, got the shooter boys out of there. Looks like the looters completely avoided it though somehow. Lucky Orks. The special shooter's been freaking awesome. He's also got his booby traps going on. You can see one up there. 78 to 200. Pomegranates are not capping. Now they are. I wonder what kind of damage the booby trap does. Detonation damage, whatever the hell that is. And a hell of a lot to buildings, it seems. Uh-oh, Foot of Gork. It's going to be nasty. Did that wipe out those termagants? I think it did. That was awesome. Hive Tyrant now has his crushing claw, but he's going to immediately go down. This is a scary push. A scary push by the Orks. 3 Nob squads. A really angry Warboss. Level 5. Can't believe this Tyrant Guard is still around. The Carnifex able to get so many shots in. One of the Tyrant Guard is going to go down. Carnifex is now in big trouble. Those are use your chopper buffed Nobs. They don't have their hammers though. Don't have their hammers. Still pretty damn effective, as you can see. Beamy also getting shots in. Down goes the Carnifex. Needed to start moving way sooner. Like as those Nobs are chasing that zone throw back. Get your Carnifex moving. 77 to 165. Good job, says Lazy. They definitely did some damage there, but Qwest using this Swarm Lord, look at that, there's that Blade Flurry again, has pushed all the way through the bottom towards the Western VP. 69 to 165. More Nobs from Lazy this time. You see a Neurothrope up for Hiveminion. I guess he lost his Swarm Lord. Missed a lot of the big units going down here. Never seem to be in the right place at the right time. Hive Tyrant needs to be careful. Run, Fernando, run. Leave him alone. No. He's going to be alright. He's going to be alright. Some Dacker at the end there got me worried. There's a Neurothrope doing his thing. Tyranids don't have a huge amount by the way of disruption like that, on-demand disruption to stop caps from a range. Neurothrope gives you a bit of that with Cataclysm. Whoa, that was Scythe. Does it actually do damage? Doesn't tell me. Suppress and knockback. It must do a little bit of damage, surely. There's Paroxysm. Neurothrope trying to keep the hell away from the Nobs. Look at that sight. All around a Warboss as well, of all things. Now he's got heavy armor too. He's almost 2,000 hit points on that guy. Carnifex on the way for Qwest. We have a Warrior Brood for... Oh, he's got Genestealers up. That's why. Wants to give these guys melee synapse. And that's going to be a fight for the Nobs, that's for sure. They get 90 melee skill under melee synapse, which means that they toss Nobs all over the place with special attacks. Until they get user choppers, of course, which gives, I think, like plus 30 melee skill or something crazy. 2 to 1 against the Nids. 57 to 104. Looks like we might see... Oh, there's Ravenous here to defend. But can they? These guys using their enhanced muscle coil to burrow there indefinitely. Gives them more health. More melee damage, I guess. 33% more melee damage is a hell of a lot. Barbstrangler Carnifex, bad news for Shooter Boys. Kicking off in the northeast though. 44 to 104. There's that Paroxysm again. Tyrant Guard still going. No idea how that guy's around with 3, 4, 5 Nob squads on the field. Look at this now. So Rocks getting some decent hits in. Carnifex lives. It's a Thornback, so it should be heading straight back to base right now to heal up. Do not engage the Nob squad. Not going to last long. Tyrant Guard sprinting away with its charge. And the Carnifex has chosen to engage it, at least momentarily. luring those guys into a cataclysm maybe from the Neurothrope. Genestealers are healing up and reinforcing. Not that expensive to reinforce. Level 5 Hive Tyrant is going to go down. Did a lot of damage though. Why did that knock the knobs over? Is his special attack not 360 knockback? Looked like they were close enough. Although they were behind him. Maybe it only affects units in front of him. 44 to 59. 2-to-1 cap here for the Tyranids. Is so close though. Trying a formation going off in the northeast. The level 6 Lictor Alpha has Menacing Visage, causing stuff to retreat. I've just used it there. Tyrant Guard trying to stay alive under paroxysm. Genestealer's getting stuck in now. Yeah, Nob squad have got their work cut out fighting those fellas. Frenzy goes up, so the Genestealers switch target. Notice that Hiveminion kept them with their default power melee damage to do more damage than Nobs. Rending Claws is awesome, heavy melee is awesome of course, but if you are not fighting vehicles, just keep that power melee. Acid Splatter doing some work here. Attacks so slowly with it, it does pack a punch. What is the radius on that damage? It's only 5. Also has Regenerate and Toxic Miasma. 44 to 38 is a tier 3 Lictor from Hiveminion. Trying to decap all sneaky like. An absolute mess of Tyranid stuff in the northeast. And a double cap now for the Tyranids thanks to that decap from Hiveminion. Nicely done. Fleshhook bugging out apparently. Couldn't get anything going on with that tier 3 Lictor in terms of flesh hooks. Oh, look at this. Everyone buffed by the warpath. That is a crazy sight. Speed buffed Nobs, like 5 of them coming at you. These fellas are not moving anymore. Oh, they ran out of time. They ran out of time. I wasn't even paying attention. GG from Matouzka and DOG. And the Tyranids take it. Really cool back and forth. Let's look at these heroes at the end of the game. Look at those rosters at the end of the game. 5 Nobs. Full Tyranid rosters. Crazy stuff. Level 6 Lictor Alpha. Level 5 Fernando. Did very well. I don't think he went down. I think he did. At least once, yeah. He went down twice, I think. Level 4 Ravener Alpha. Level 4 Mekboy down in the mass of Tyranids. Level 6 Warboss. And a level 4 Kommando. Who says Nobs are overpowered? The Tyranids just took on 5 of them and somehow got the victory. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And a big thanks to these players for playing this game. And Impregnable for organising it. I'll see you next time.